The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On first down, Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Shoot!
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Check nickel. 11.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
12. He's coming, double up. 13.
And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Switch. 21. Here we go.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alert!
From the 40 now on second down. Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
21. Check 52.
Now it's Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Running with Howard. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They run with Howard. They find some open field here. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 75 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Hey, gun. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? 53's the mic. 53, check 50. 21. Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go. 180!
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
11. 53's the mic. 11. Check. 53's mic. Check. 50.
Garoppolo on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. 180! Number 53. Mike 53. Exit. 21. Here we go. I got you. Go. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. I'm coming.
Now Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
You don't want none. Watch the ship. 11. Watch the ship. Watch that. Hey, gun. 12.
Here's Breida. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be
Finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Wentz looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, gun. 53's the Mike. 50. Lock. I got Mike, 53.
Garoppolo now. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'm coming for you, son. Begin. 1, Omaha. 6.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Check 53's Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Let's go. I got you. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the... White. Hey, team 6. 53's the Mike. 53. Check.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Back deep, it's Deshaun Jackson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see.
Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, 76 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Now Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Flushed out right. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 22. From the red zone now, Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
Here we go. 180!
They'll run with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Second and goal at the Niners' 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Watch QB's up. Watch QB's up. Check. 11. Hey, gun.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
That's the way. Slam. Hey, switch gears. I got this. White. Whip. Watch the whip.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Here we go. 65. Hey, I'm coming after you. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch out. Hey, gun.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
53. Mike 53. Here we go, T. Here I come. 49. Check 49. Check 43. Flag. I got this.
This is Breida. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Jackson. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan.